Not a coffee.
I haven't had anything on my stomach. Like I'm like, okay,
Oh my God, go get a snack.
no, I'm gonna get through this because
What?
such a pain.
Your blood sugar is gonna get weird.
I know, but we got to get done today, and I work. And
We have Cliff Bars.
I know, but I don't want a Cliff Bar right now. Anyway.
Oh, do we have to mom you, AJ? Is that what's going on? Oh, have the
we became the-
table.
We became the mom.
Oh,
Please,
weird
no.
collective mom fusion. Alright, I gotta get you guys to the fusion dance.
Ew.
It's gonna happen.
The fusion dance.
Yeah.
What
What's
does
the
that
fusion
mean?
dance?
It's a nerd thing.
Oh, no.
AJ, no.
I'm so
we're
done.
Not. Sorry.
It is Wednesday, and we're here. We are your hosts, Sam, Sushie, and AJ, and this is Everyone Sucks Here. Guess what?
What?
We suck here.
We suck here. Much like that end of that last episode, just can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop sucking.
Something you want to tell us?
Can't stop, won't stop. We made a small little announcement in the last mini-sode. So if you haven't listened to the mini-sode, go listen to that. I'm going to make the announcement again here, though, because some of you are difficult and only listen to the full episodes. But we are changing things up just slightly. We are trying to make it so our full episodes aren't like 2 hours long. They've been getting pretty bloated lately. Personally, we've been having a lot of fun. I mean, I've been having a lot of fun recording. We've had really good stories and talking, and it's been great. But that's a long time to listen to. So we're going to try to slim them down. The method that we came up with is that the mini-sodes are going to continue as they normally do. So every mini-sode will be like a Am I the Asshole in Relationships and a Misconnections on a Monday, read by one of us. And then whomever reads those stories on Monday just is not going to read on Wednesday. So since I read on this past Monday, I'm just not going to read any stories today. It's going to be Sam and Sushie. They both have their Am I the Assholes and their relationship stories ready to go. They're going to be reading. Obviously, I'm still going to be here talking. We're going to be interacting with it. And then, next week, it'll be whomever's minisode just won't read, and then I'll be on the full episode with somebody else. So, we're just going to do that way. So, basically, instead of getting 3 of everything on Wednesday, you're getting 2 of everything on Wednesday. You're still getting, tons and tons of stories thrown at you, but hopefully this helps slim the episodes down just a little bit, because they were really bloating up. And it was either that or we riff less, and that's hard. That's the hard one to cut out, because sometimes we just riff about things, or sometimes it's a really good story and we have relevant stories to tell about it, and then suddenly that time's blown up. So
Right.
it's just easier, I think, and we're all still reading every week. We're all still presenting stories every week. But yeah, just the full episodes will just be two Am I the Assholes and 2 relationships. We're still going to have Sushie's Layers of Deception as well. So just throwing that out there. Everything's normal. Just everything's normal. just everything's normal.
God. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you okay over there? Do I need to send help? Blink twice if you're okay.
Oh no, the camera's blocked. You can't see it. So we're on camera now.
Yeah, and just give it a couple weeks and give us some feedback and let us know what you think.
Yeah. Just see, I just did it. I did the yeah thing from the minisode.
Yeah.
But just give us some feedback. Let us know. Send us an email at contact@everyonesuckshere.com with either your stories, your feedback, what you want, what you like, what you dislike. Hit us up on YouTube. Hit us up on Twitter at ESH Podcast. Whatever you want to do, just have at it. So that being said, we have some stories to get into. Also, if you didn't know again, but congrats to Sushie for getting the vax.
Yeah, I got my first dose of my vaccine a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Really easy. It was very quick. I honestly, truly did not feel it. And the only side effect I really had is some extreme sleepiness. But that's it. I feel fine. My
See?
arm isn't sore anymore.
We're one step closer to slutting it up in Louisiana.
Slutting it up. Yeah.
That's gonna be the new segment when that happens. It's gonna be the that's when we record live on the streets, and it's still gonna be audio. We just have to assume that everyone's slutting out like we're out here on Mardi Gras, slutting it up.
Yeah, we're gonna put our thing down, flip it, and reverse it. It's gonna be great.
Gonna put a hand up on
do the
a hip,
splits on
and
Bourbon
then
Street.
when
It's
they
gonna
dip,
be
you
so
dip,
good.
we dip. You know, we're gonna.
That's right.
God.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go fucking nuts. Everyone's gonna be like, this old bitch is on the bar. They're like, yes, leave me alone.
It's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years. Leave me alone.
Shut up.
Where's the nearest stripper pole? Let's go.
Yeah. So, and just a heads up to those of you who are looking to get vaccinated and you're not sure what to do, there are a lot of things you can look into. I recommend vaccinefinder.org. Just take a look at it. It will literally show you. You can literally just look at every location around you. It checks like all the pharmacies. It checks their availability of each of the 3 vaccines, and then from there they'll have links to like that specific pharmacy's like schedule page. So like as opposed to just going around and going, oh god, let me like Google Map, who's around here, who's got the vaccine. It'll tell you like, oh, they have doses of Pfizer, or they have doses of Moderna, or don't go for Johnson & Johnson. That's me saying this.
You can get it.
Don't get
it.
Yeah, if you can get it, but go for the other ones. But yeah, use vaccinefinder.org. It's pretty good. It's a good little tool to use if you're because honestly, I do think that's a thing right now. Everybody is going to have to get vaccinated, right? But we are kind of in this weird bubble where I feel like a lot of people don't know what to do because there's not any real direction. It's like, okay, do I go to my government website? Do I just go to like Walgreens or CVS? Like, what do I do? Like, a lot of people aren't being told what to do, Like, there's nobody telling anybody what to do. You just have to kind of figure it out on your own. So, like, yeah, vaccinefinder.org. Check it out. Hopefully that helps somebody and you guys can get vaccinated.
And then we can all slut it up.
And then everyone can slut it up. So
yes.
Oh, get slutty.
Summertime sluttiness.
Get swifty.
Uh-huh.
Come on,
can't
get
wait.
swifty.
Cannot wait.
Get on the floor.
It's been such a long time. I'm so excited.
I can bust out that little red leather jacket and
And he's gonna get his pleasers out, just like saunter around in his heels, I can't wait.
it's gonna be good.
I feel like
times coming.
AJ in like stripper platform shoes would be like a Lady Gaga costume just
Oh my
because
God.
of how
I think
lanky he is.
It would be kind of a serve, I think.
He's so
Yeah.
lanky,
Yeah, he's
He
so,
just
like,
needs a
leggy
good
and,
wig
like, so many limbs. I think
and
it
the
would be
leather
kinda cool.
jacket.
Yeah.
All right. Who's going first?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Do you want this over here?
No.
No, you want it over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop touching stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So, am I the asshole? Selling our home and coworker wants it for a steal. Where's the... Okay, there we go. The situation. I have a coworker I'm friendly with. I mentioned we're building a new home and we'll be selling ours. She got excited and asked how much for it. At the time, the house was valued at $299,000. So I said around $300,000. She asked to see pictures, so I sent her to Zillow where there were some loaded, plus sent her some of my own. She talked to her husband and they decided they were potentially interested in buying it, but weren't sure they could get a mortgage. I wasn't taking all this too seriously, to be honest. We're building and the build wasn't scheduled to be done until November or December. She went forward with a pre-qual to see and was delighted to discover they could easily qualify. She started nagging me for a bit to see the home. Note, she has never been to my house before and is getting excited based on the pictures and the location of the home. This was all 6 to 8 weeks ago. I deferred on showing the home because, frankly, it has a few things we would spruce up or fix, and we just weren't there yet. This escalated so fast, and I was doing my best to dodge a bit. She stated she liked that it would be end of the year so that they could save for their down payment. Fast forward to now, the new build timeline moved up to September and October, and the housing market has lost its mind, which is a thing. The housing market right now is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Our home has increased in value by $25,000 since coworker and I spoke. Husband and I decided I probably need to have a conversation with her about the timeline and the value of the home. I just had a feeling she was latched on to the $300,000 number I guessed at when we spoke. So I had that conversation with her this morning. I asked if they have been watching the housing market, and she said no. I told her to Google it and our city so that they would understand what the market is doing. I informed her of the new timeline and that the value of the house is increasing every week. I explained we need to get what we can out of the home and that if they want it, we won't list it and we will sell to them in I think this is for sale by owner situation, FSBO, for sale by owner. So it's basically like we've already picked who we want to sell it to, so this is the situation. Yeah. But that we need to get market value out of it. She seemed very disappointed. Note that I strongly feel a commitment to the price was never made. She stated she wasn't sure they could afford it. I said I understood and asked her to speak to her husband about it and let us know. I told her if they want to see it, we're ready to let them come and that we could all sit down with a glass of wine and discuss logistics, but that we do expect the value of the house will continue to increase between now and then. Summary, I'm concerned I might be the asshole for having to realign her expectations on the price of the home. I never committed to a price and we never signed any documents, but this still felt icky. I feel like I stumbled into something that I never meant to. Truth is, I'm actually hoping they can't buy it. It's not a new house by any means. And though I feel it's a nice home and in good condition, if something went bad, it could sour our work relationship and friendship.
Oh,
that is loaded.
God, this
It really is.
This right here is a big part of why I keep my work life separate from my personal life.
Yes.
For so many fucking reasons.
Yes.
I'm not telling anybody at work I'm selling a house or doing anything because
Because of this.
Because of this. You don't. It is very like unless you are incredibly fucking close to somebody, it is very hard to keep that fucking balance, and it's just not worth it. Like I'm not gonna be friends with somebody and like this.
Right.
Like
here's the thing: if she sells this house, say they do afford it at market value, and she sells this house to this person, and something hits the fan within the first fucking week they move in. That work relationship is going to be...
Yeah.
Why didn't y'all tell us the fucking water heater doesn't fucking work? Why didn't y'all tell us that, now we have to do this?
What do you mean the septic tank is faulty?
So, it's just one of those things where, like, honestly, unless I was, like, gifting my home to, like, a family member or something like that, I don't want to sell to nobody I know.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I agree. Because also the opposite could happen. Say they bought it, right? And then what if they don't? Oh, I hate that this cabinet drawer sticks, right? Mm-hmm. And then the person who's selling the house might feel some type of way because, like, bitch, that's my house. It's
yeah. It's just not...
People get, like, attached.
Yeah, just remove yourself from the situation entirely. Like, sell it to a stranger.
Honestly, I feel like she's done all she can in the instance of... she had the conversation already where she was like, look, you haven't done any research at all. It was kind of like this coworker just latched on to this whole, oh, my coworker is selling, and she told me she's probably going to sell it for $300,000. We're really interested. We already pre-qual. It's like it's like this person has already like gone through the motions, even though this person is saying, hey, nothing is set in stone at all. Like we've set nothing in stone. The housing market is fucking insane. You need to take advantage of it. If you're selling a house right now, you need to take advantage of that.
Right.
And if it went up $25,000, tough shit. Guess what? There's so little.
There's someone else that wants it. Like, what do you want?
But see, here's the thing. Even if her home went, or this person's home went up $25,000, that's not the only thing that's going on right now. People, there are no houses going on the market, and there are a lot of people looking to buy. So what you're seeing right now all over the country is people are putting their homes up, and then people are going on bidding wars, increasing prices up to almost $100,000.
Yeah.
Because they want to buy these homes. So at the end of the day, they could honestly go up another $100,000, and then your coworker is really going to be fucking screwed. Because if they can't go up another 25,000, they're definitely not going to be able to go up another 100,000.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing you could really do in this situation is just be as fucking forthcoming as possible.
And they have.
Yeah, like, well, and be like, listen, like, just so you know, this is not, $300,000 is not, that's not the set price.
Yeah.
That's what I was guesstimating back then. And I'm going to go with what it fluctuates to and just say that, like, listen, if it fluctuates up to 400, I'm selling for 400, but you need to be aware of that. Like, you have to make that painfully obvious.
Right.
Like that.
Who said that we're doing favors?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't owe anyone that.
Man.
If you can get, even, 400, 450 for it, then it is what it is. Like, you don't owe anyone anything. You were mentioning it, but that goes back to what AJ was saying. Keep your shit to yourself because,
Man, unfortunately, I think that the fact that this other person has taken it to such extremes already, and then, like, it's gone up like this and they're not expecting this. Like, it sounds like they fully anticipated, like, yo, we're in it. Like, we got the prequel. We're doing really well, blah, 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 right?
That's a them problem.
Right, no, you're right. It is. That's a them problem.
Of this house that isn't even yours.
Unfortunately, I think this has already soured the relationship. Unless this person can be extremely understanding and get it through their head, like, hey, maybe I did, go a little too hard and got too excited about it. This was my fault, that this wasn't set in stone. Because there's no paperwork. There's no set in stone. There's no lawyers. There's no real estate agents that's gotten involved between the two, Like, that's not a thing that happened. So I really hope that because that is rough. Like AJ said, you really need to keep that shit just separate, because then now you have to work with this person. Now you have to work with this person all the time. Yeah,
it's there are some boundaries you just don't cross when it comes to, like, and if it's a relationship boundary or a financial boundary, when it comes to work stuff, you keep that shit away from work. Like,
it's like we saw with this previous person where, like, this dude went insane because he sold a guitar, his dad's guitar, and lost out on $10,000 fucking dollars, or however much money he lost out on. And then the dude lost his job because he wouldn't stop harassing these people. Don't fucking get involved with shit like that. Leave it alone.
And that's just it. This other girl, the one who wants to buy, she's the one at risk of jeopardizing her own self, because if she starts harassing her about it, that's a whole rabbit hole you don't want to go down.
Yeah.
Like, don't mix your.
I agree.
Yeah, don't mix that stuff.
I don't think this person is the asshole for that.
I don't think they're the asshole either.
Definitely not the asshole. You did everything you could, and this other person is not listening.
Yeah. Definitely not the asshole.
Like, it would be obviously, it would be nice if you could do your, someone that a favor, but, like, you're under no obligation to.
Exactly.
So you shouldn't feel guilty.
Exactly.
It's selling a house is very personal, and it's a big deal, and most people don't do it that often. Not everyone's a real estate mogul.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they can't throw you a bone.
Exactly.
Not every time. Especially now, like, if you can make a good amount of money during a pandemic, you got to do it. And it sucks.
You have to milk it.
Right. You have to milk it. Move ahead with what works best for you. It's your house. It's your livelihood. You have to make a proper investment. And if this person, unfortunately, like, made this whole fantasy, that's based on nothing, that's a them problem.
Yep.
This shit's on escrow. They didn't even tour it.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Weird.
Exactly.
We all know this person. This is the person who, when you're all sitting around having a good time, like, you're all, like, joking around with your friends, maybe have some drinks or whatever, and someone makes a joke about, like, oh man, we should really all, like, move in together, or makes, like, we should all start a bit.
Like, okay, well, this apartment on Craigslist, and it's like, I didn't really mean that.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great? Yeah, like, or we all do this together. Like, it's always like that person who jumps the gun and, like, they go way too ham on it, and they don't really, like, they don't get, like, they're like, man, we're just saying this is a cool moment, dude. Like, chill out.
This person also, like, they get a crush on someone and plan their wedding in their head. It's like, you haven't even gotten their number yet. Relax.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah.
This is a person that knows everything about somebody else because they already read all their Facebook stuff. And they're
Oh,
like,
God.
So when they go on that first date, they're like, oh, yeah, I know about that. What do you mean?
Gross.
Man, you're very popular today.
I know.
Okay. All right.
My phone is vibrating, so I had to put it on silent. Yeah. So what have you got for us, Sushi?
Well, okay. Am I the asshole for running an at-home quote-unquote daycare, even though my roommate doesn't want me to?
Oh, I don't like those quotations.
I don't like that either.
I don't like
Were
those
they-
quotations.
Were they ominous?
This sounds like,
This sounds like some illegal children activity.
yeah.
Okay. Well, here we go. We'll find out together. It's an adventure. It's not a proper daycare. I'm not a professional. This is not a paid service. Let's just make that clear. I'm a mother to a 5-year-old boy. My brother is a single father of 2 4-year-olds. I also have a friend with a 3-year-old daughter and a cousin with a 3-year-old son.
Good
So
Lord.
They have a fucking basketball team.
What is this, a fucking episode of the Rugrats? What the fuck? They put them all in a pen?
It sounds like a Rugrats situation.
Like,
Yeah. So we got mad kids, you heard? All right.
Okay.
So when the thing, aka the Pandulce, started up last year, the adults mentioned above had to continue going to work, so they all asked if I could babysit. I never had all 5 kids at once. I'd probably have an average of 3 on Monday and Friday, 2 on Tuesday to Thursday for anywhere between 2 to 6 hours per day, and one of them was always my son. Well, I hope so. Where would you just let me go?
let's just roll the die and see where he ends up.
We're just trading kids. Like, all right, you get mine. I'll take those 2. You can have the other one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Weekends were always free. In this time, I was living with a roommate who also had a child and had no issue with this setup. The setup continued throughout the year, but as there were several factors that regularly changed, there were long periods of time where none of them came over. During one of the time periods where no one came over, that roommate moved out and another moved in. I did explain to the new roommate in vivid detail about the daycare and my intention to resume when we were able to safely have the kids over again. She said that was fine, provided she was left out of it, and I assured her that she would be. However, since resuming the daycare, despite leaving my roommate out of it entirely, there have been issues, which I've apologized about and accommodated for when I could, but most of her complaints or suggestions were unreasonable or unfeasible. Unfeasible? Can I read?
Unfeasible.
Unseasonable. Like, what's wrong with me? Unfeasible is the word I was looking for, fam, but I can't fucking read. All right. Info. One issue was that we used the communal areas, living room, garden, main bathroom. At first, she had an issue with this as she felt like she had to stay in her room to avoid the kids. So I contained this kid to my son's room and my the in-suite bathroom.
Okay.
From that point on. She also had an issue with the volume levels, and I've told them when they're being too loud, but she says she can hear them even when I get them to use their inside voices. And with that issue, I've done what I can, but they're kids and they have to make some noise. The unreasonable suggestions, or at least the suggestions I felt were unreasonable, were her suggesting that I take the kids out of the house for the full time I have them, which was unreasonable because I have them for minimum 2, maximum 6, average 4 hours at a time. And I can't feasibly take the kids anywhere for 2 hours, let alone 4 or 6, particularly given everything is closed because it's a pandemic and the weather lately has been constantly rain or low temperatures. She also suggested at one point that I pay her to have the kids here, which I said was ridiculous because I'm not even getting paid for having the kids here.
Pay her?
Yeah. Pay her. Pay the roommate.
Yeah, no.
For a situation that she moved into. The latest conversation turned into an argument in which she said that I should stop doing the daycare entirely. I refuse as I like doing this and my friends and relatives can't afford another arrangement, and I explained this. She said that's not her problem. Her problem is that there are children invading her living space and that I need to shut it down now. I said that she knew the situation when she was moving in and I'm not stopping. She called me an arsehole and I've been prickly to me for the last few days and I feel conflicted over this. Am I the asshole? I would say no because you let her know the deal before she moved
Exactly.
in.
I agree.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I agree. She knew the terms. She knew the terms.
Yeah.
You
Right.
moved into this. You don't like it. You can move the fuck out.
Yeah.
You can move back out. Like, I get it. No, kids are not for everyone, and I get being annoyed or feeling like you're trapped in your room, but, like, she told you the deal before you moved in. You didn't
Exactly.
have to move in.
I don't even know why this is like a question, like on the table. Like, no, you're not the asshole. This is.
No.
I mean, you literally made adjustments. Like, okay, the whole like, I really gotta like fucking fight to use the bathroom, which is rough if you
I
have
get
a
it.
second bathroom. That was fine.
I get the complaints. I get
Yeah.
it, but, like, she knew before she moved in.
But then to continually, okay, now you need to do this. Now you got to pay me for
Yeah.
dealing with the kids, even though I don't deal with the kids and you don't get paid for it.
In your apartment.
In your apartment. No, you need to find a new roommate. You're not the asshole. Your roommate's the asshole. You just got to get them the fuck out.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's really not. There's not much I can really add to that. It's just
I know.
fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like-
that's insane. Are you
It's insane.
You want me to pay you? Okay.
You
Right.
moved into my place and you want me to pay you?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, fuck
So
that.
here's a comment. Your house share sounds like the seventh circle of hell to me. Also me. Same. However, this is the key. I did explain to the new roommate in vivid detail about the daycare and my intention to resume when we were able to safely have the kids over again. This makes you not the asshole unless they are invading her living space in a way that wasn't anticipated, going into her room, hammering the door, screaming. Right. I agree with
Yeah,
that.
exactly, exactly. There are limits. Like if you agree to a situation like this, but then like all of a sudden the kids are in your room or like
Yeah.
destroying your things, or you need to get ready for work and you can't because they're fucking splashing around in the fucking bathtub. Like those are issues.
Yeah.
But this sounds like you like literally saying that you need to take the kids out of the house for 6 hours. Where the fuck are you gonna take those kids for There's two 4-year-olds. Where are you gonna take
Yeah.
two 4-year-olds?
Yeah.
Let alone like, are you fucking kidding me?
No, it's this.
Everything's closed down.
Everything's
Some
closed
places
down.
You can't even go to parks. You know, like shit's closed down. Where do you, it's a
The
panorama.
weather's shit. There's a global pandemic. The reason why I'm
Pandemic,
taking
where you
them, like, come the fuck on. Come the fuck on.
Kick her out.
See,
Have
here's
some empathy. Like, I get this situation sucks for real. Like, I get it. This would disturb my peace. I understand. However, have a little bit of empathy because, like, these people are trying to work during a pandemic. They have a fucking gang of kids. Just, like, be chill. We're all just trying to get through this together. I'm sure when everyone's vaccinated and, you know, it's safer to put the children in daycare or whatever their situations were before the pandemic, they can go back to normal.
Yeah.
But just, like work with people. We're
Yeah.
all just trying to make shit work, you know?
Yeah.
oh my god, I feel for this poor woman. I feel for this poor
Yeah.
woman. Oh my god, like. And she's not getting paid for watching other people's children. Like,
No.
this
Yeah.
person is just doing, like, what she thinks is right by her family and friends right now.
You can't get daycare. It wouldn't be safe to put your kids in daycare even if you could
Right?
afford it,
Yeah.
you know? Under the best situation, daycares are breeding grounds for bacteria, you know?
And
For
massive,
real though.
and
yeah.
massive injuries.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, you know, even if
What
they
kind of
could
insurance do you
afford,
think daycares have?
They don't.
it's not something that you know, I get it. I understand.
My niece still has a scar on her cheek from them
Jesus.
not watching her. She pulled a chair up to a window to look out, and she tipped it over, and her cheek caught on the windowsill and ripped it right open. And she had stitches in it. And she was like 3, and that was from daycare.
Wow.
I have a daycare story.
Of course you do.
Ooh.
I-
yeah, of course you do.
So I used to have to go to a daycare.
Of course you did. You just reek like I went to daycare.
Well, it was because it was.
Not go to daycare?
I-
Is that like a-
I never went
Oh,
to
I get it.
daycare.
No.
So I went to daycare
Well, you
because
have like an 8-year-old brother. You could just
yeah. Like I went to daycare because like my parents were divorced when I was very young, and my dad was working, and my mom was working, and my dad was had started seeing my stepmom, but she worked too.
Yeah.
So she was the person who actually used to pick us up from daycare. For a while, when I used to get picked up at kindergarten, like outside of, because like I was the AM class for kindergarten. I don't know if they still do that shit, like where they do AM and PM classes or whatever. Where like AM only goes to like 8 a.m. to like 12, and then PM.
Right.
Yeah. So I was the AM class. I used to get picked up from kindergarten by this old woman named Ruby, who I didn't know, but I was told I could trust because it was. When you think about it, it's really funny when you think about it, because it was like, it's my stepmom's aunt is who it was. Is her Aunt Ruby, but at the time, this is my dad's girlfriend. You know, like they were like, because the divorce was still going on. Like my parents' divorce went on for 2 years. It was a very long divorce. So by the end of the divorce, they were both seeing other people. But regardless, I was getting picked up by this mysterious old woman, but it got to the point where she couldn't do it anymore because she was a fucking old ass one. So they put me in daycare for those last hours or whatever. And then my sister had to come and join as well later on, but she got out of school so much later than me. So she was only there for like 2 hours, whereas I was there for like the whole day because I got out at noon and she got out at like 3. And my stepbrothers, or the people who'd become my stepbrothers, also had to go there, but not until 3, right? This place was called Building Blocks. And I remember I was allowed to bring like my Game Boy and stuff because I remember playing Kirby there. But because I was there for so long and I was 6, I believe, 5 or 6, we actually had like a nap time. So like they brought these cots, and at one point I'm laying on the cot trying to take a nap, right? And my hand, like I'm a kid, so my hands are like feeling around under it, and I find this string hanging from the cot, and I twist it around my finger, and then I couldn't untwist it, and then I fell asleep.
What a riveting story,
and
AJ.
But because when I woke up, they had to cut me from the cot because it was so twisted around my finger that my finger was completely black. And
Oh my God!
I twisted around my finger so much, and then I was, because it was nap time, I was afraid to tell anybody that I couldn't get my hand undone. So because we had to be quiet during nap time. So it's again that childhood mentality of like I can't say anything because they said to be quiet during nap time. You know, like I have to be quiet. But here I had this medical issue. I'm fucking tied to a cot because I'm a fucking child. So I just went to sleep with my hand stuck under the cot, and when I woke up, all the blood was like cut out from my everything. So like all the kids went out to like go out and play, and they had to like fucking cut the cot apart and cut it's a fucking mess.
So you're older than me, which means you're the reason why we had to have plastic mats for nap time.
Well, we can blame AJ.
We had plastic mats for nap time because AJ tried to kill himself in a cot.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So that's my daycare story.
You're so stupid.
Yep.
So what have you got for our layers of deception?
Well.
15 stories this time, right?
15 stories.
I believe that's what we agreed upon.
God.
Yes. Okay. I had a submission from Bonnie.
Oh.
I'm not going to tell you which one's which because that would be cheating.
Damn, we got a lot of submissions because we got your submission later, which, by the way, I'm not sure if you saw, I did post it in there for you to read it. The submission for your relationships. You'll see it there.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I meant to do that earlier, just saying. But yeah.
Perfecto.
So we got a submission for relationships as well coming up.
Interesting. Okay. Well, this is layers of deception where I try to trick my friends because that's what friends do. Okay, let's see. So basically the gist is I read 2 different headlines and AJ and Sam have to decide which one is the real headline from an actual website that may or may not be reputable, but it's a real website. And which one is the fake from theonion.com. So if you're just like, you just found us this week, that's what's happening in Layers of Deception. Okay.
She did her own thing.
This is the first headline. Penny Dreadful Georgia man receives final paycheck in coins. So that's one.
I don't know what Penny Dreadful means.
Yeah.
I just know it's a show.
Let's get the real definition.
Yeah. Penny Dreadful makes me think of Josh Hartnett and
Oh, fuck. I forgot Josh Hartnett was in that.
Yeah, because I remember like I hadn't seen him in anything for the longest time, and
Because he never was.
Yeah, and then suddenly I was like, wait, is that Josh Hartnett? Like, what the hell? Like, straight out of 40 Days and 40 Nights or whatever.
Penny dreadful is a term that stuck to something in 19th century British publishing phenomenon whose very disposability, the booklet's bargain cover price, meant that they were printed on exceptionally flimsy paper. He's made surviving what?
So what was the headline again?
Okay. A novel of violent adventure or crime. Okay.
Okay. So what was the headline one more time?
So the headline was, hold on, it's in a different browser. The headline is, Penny Dreadful Georgia man receives final paycheck in coins. Or, gaming win. This pro gamer did something terrible and everyone is sweeping it under the rug like he's a real celebrity. Which headline is the real headline, guys?
So here's the thing. The last one is 100% real in the sense that it's real, but I don't know if
it's real in that it's happened.
It's happened numerous times, but...
And I caught in the crossfire once. Oh.
But I don't know if the article is real because of the way it's worded.
Right. Well, that's for you to decide.
I'm going to say that a poor man in Georgia got paid his last paycheck in coins.
I'm going to say the last one is real. The gamer sabotage.
Okay, Sam, you think the coins one is the real one.
Yeah.
And AJ, you think the gamer one's the real one.
Yeah.
All right, well.
It's neither of them, bitches. It's this one.
It's neither of them. It is the coins. The coins is the real article, and it was sent to me by Bonnie.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Atlanta. Of course, this happened in Atlanta.
Yep.
Yeah,
Georgia man said his former employer owed him a pretty penny, $915 to be exact, after leaving his job in November. But Andreas Flatten said he was shocked when he saw his final payment, 90,000 oil or grease-covered pennies at the end of his driveway earlier this month, the news outlets reported. Atop the pile was an envelope with Flatten's final pay stub with an explicit parting message.
Wow.
This is a childish thing to do, Flatten said. Flatten said he left his job at Peachtree City's AOK Walker Auto Works in November. He said he was owed the final check and had difficulty getting it, even turning to the Georgia Department of Labor to receive help. In mid-March, Flatten said he left his house with his girlfriend. He noticed so this just happened, yikes. He left his girlfriend. He noticed the pile at the end of his driveway. He said the pennies were covered with some sort of oily substance. Now his nightly routine consists of cleaning the pennies. That's really sad. I hate that. I fucking hate that. Cleaning the pennies so he can cash them in. He said it took him about an hour and a half to clean up several hundred. I think that's going to be a lot of work for money I've already worked for, he said. It's definitely not fair at all. The owner of the shop, Miles Walker, spoke with WGCL-TV briefly, stating that he didn't know if he did or didn't drop the pennies off at Flatten's house. I know, like, do you have selective amnesia?
Maybe I did,
Right?
maybe I didn't.
I don't really remember, Walker told the TV station. I have a friend named Walker, so this is, like, upsetting me. So I'm like, Walker would never do this. Walker's up to people. He's a working man. It doesn't matter. He got paid. That's all that matters. Walker went on to call Flatten a weenie. Flatten's girlfriend, Olivia Oxley.
You're weenie! You weenie! Here's the pennies! Clean this shit!
Flatten's girlfriend, Olivia Oxley, said he hopes her boyfriend's story sheds light on how people are treated so poorly by their employers. She said the pair have stopped being angry and are looking at the petty act in a positive light. With that many pennies, we're bound to find a few treasures. I've already found one from 1937, Oxley said. After the first shovelful.
Still worth only a fucking cent.
Oh, God. All we could do was laugh because this poor, miserable man took so much time to be vindictive and cruel. We absolutely refuse to let him ruin a single moment of ours. I mean, hopefully they, like, find one that's, like, worth something. That's awful. Can
you imagine instead of just depositing the fucking $900, this man went out of his way to soak these pennies in oil and then drive to his house and spread them all over his driveway? And didn't you say that he left a note?
Yeah, so it's like you did this. You're annoying. You're a miserable cunt, and you don't like paying your employees.
So a 1937 penny in mint condition is worth $4. All right. So, I mean,
I mean,
That's not in mint condition if she's got to scrub the oil off.
I know.
that's true. Yeah. But if they get a few of those, maybe they, I don't know. I know it sucks. In pennies? What's wrong with you? That's something you do for like bureaucrats. Like if you owe a ticket, you drop something like that. Or like, bro, that person worked for you and you're mad you have to pay them. So you're going to give them 90,000 pennies. You're just an asshole.
That's definitely an asshole thing.
And you had to carry that? Bro.
Right? I'm like, if you have to do that much work for your prank, it's not worth it. In fact, you're the one who just
You punked yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You punished yourself. You got to punish yourself for a
I
prank.
said punked.
Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah. So thank you, Bonnie, for sending that to me.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope of you. And if you want to help me trick my friends, hit me up. Send me an article.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can do this together.
There's layers of deception.
Good job.
So,
Yeah.
do we want to end with the submission, or do we want to start with the submission?
Well, what's the context? Did anyone proofread it? Because I don't know if it's funny, if it's long.
Let me look at the title.
I never proofread them.
Oh, okay, cool. Let me open
The
it
title
up.
is the title's over here because I didn't copy it down. The title is, this is really tiny. Help! My mom thinks I am dating my friend because of a plushie. That's the title.
I mean, that's probably funny, so maybe we should end it
Okay.
with that.
Well, that would also give you a break since you've done a lot of
Yeah.
reading.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Sam, you're up.
Okay. My girlfriend follows a guy, he invited her, to watch his videos on Twitter masturbating himself. Am I overreacting?
Excuse me? What?
Y'all picked this to be the sandwich, so you did it to yourself.
I hate it here!
Y'all did it to yourself. Okay.
We did.
My girlfriend has been watching videos of a guy masturbating himself.
Why are you reading this in your announcer voice?
I got excited.
Because you have to. You have to keep it real professional.
Wow, what do you want me to read it in?
Do it in your fucking vaccine slutty voice. Slum City
what
voice.
does that mean? What's a
yeah.
vaccine slutty voice?
I don't know.
How's it different from a regular slutty voice?
My girlfriend has been watching videos of a guy masturbating himself.
That's a guy speaking?
Oh. You said my voice. Okay, anyway. What is this post? Okay. My girlfriend has been watching videos of a guy masturbating himself starting last week, which I initially was okay with since everybody watches porn. Just told her not to mention to me since I don't see it necessary to know. However, today she told me she was watching his video again and that...
However, today she immediately broke that rule.
his video again and that he usually posts new videos every now and then, which she puts a like on. The weird thing, at least for me, is that she told me the guy sent her a direct message inviting her to watch his videos. It's a guy with over 10,000 followers on Twitter. So she went there and she ended up liking his videos. I got upset with knowing that, but I don't know if I'm overreacting since she told me I am overreacting over it. I'm okay with her watching porn, but is it different when the guy invites you to personally watch his videos? So right off the bat, sir, this man did not invite her personally. He sent a message to
content
all
creator.
10,000 of his followers that all says the same fucking thing, which is come watch me stroke my dick.
Yeah. It wasn't personal.
How do you do this
Doesn't know
on
who this
Twitter? I
person
thought there was
is.
terms of service that that'd be
Nope.
breaking.
Nope.
No?
Nope. You can put your dick on Twitter.
Huh.
What do you mean?
He's a content creator just like how we're content creators. He just makes a different type of content. It's not personal.
So before I read this edit,
Ooh.
which is this is just a whole weird thing. So
It gets weirder.
how this whole thing is weird. Like, okay, how do y'all feel about this? Just right from what I've read you.
I think it's weird. Okay, first I have to say this. I think it's weird that he keeps saying masturbating himself because you don't need to have the himself there. That part bothers me. He can just say masturbating. That's a completely different thing that I know.
Oh my God. Okay.
This is a weird grammatical thing that kept bothering me the way he said it. Anyway, it's very
He also used a lot of commas for periods, so.
He also could have used a semicolon where he put a comma there,
okay,
so it was the whole thing.
Very upset. This person's very upset.
So I think it's weird mainly because it's like, okay, he didn't, like, this person probably didn't send a personalized message. It probably is like some big group message thing. Granted, I don't know how you even send a group message on Twitter like that. I don't think you really can.
It's not a group message.
I'm saying,
it's like an auto DM.
I know.
You can set things up like that. Yeah.
But like, I mean, and it could be that, but also 10,000 is not that big of a. That's not that many people.
It's not.
In the grand scale of things, 10,000 is not that many people. So this could be somebody who is just reaching out and seeing a girl and being like, "Do you want to see my stuff?" We don't know because
it's still like a user of their content. Would it be weird if someone DM'd you, AJ, about your content? Like, would that be? I don't know.
DM'd me about my content because this guy. Well, she didn't DM him. That would be the opposite. He DM'd her.
Oh, but if it's someone that like enjoys,
but she was already following.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that weird. Like, I think it's because it's pornographic in nature that like people are getting hung up on it. But if you just like break it down to other types of content creation, I don't think it's that weird.
The only reason I think it's, I guess, a little weird is it starts, maybe it's because it's on social media too. It starts bordering into that like weird territory of like now,
like a parasocial relationship. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like she's going
content creation in general.
But she's going to this dude's videos specifically for him. She's liking his videos. The guy also already said, like, listen, if you're gonna do it, just don't tell me. She went out of her way to tell him, like, why?
That's the problem I have.
Shut your mouth, like, you know.
That's the problem I have with it is that he specifically said he was okay with it as long as he didn't know about it, and she broke that right away.
Yeah. So like, there's
honestly, she did this to herself.
There's so many layers here that I think it's kind of fucking weird, and I do think that like, I think the whole parasocial thing does get fucking weird with this stuff, you know, like it's one of those things because it's not the same as just like somebody going to fucking Pornhub or whatever and typing in whatever the fuck, you know, and there's some whatever, you know, like this is, you're going out of your way to see this specific fucking person, and when you start doing that, it just to me it gets weirder. It just borders into this weird thing. It's
too personal in a way.
Yeah, it's too personal.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, I can see both sides.
I think the real issue here is that like she pushed a boundary in the sense that he was like, look, just don't tell me about it, and she immediately surpassed that. And now she's like, you're overreacting. I'm overreacting because I told you don't tell me about it, and you immediately told me about it.
Yeah.
So I think that's the issue here. I personally still believe that it's just an automatic thing. I don't think he personally reached out to her. I think he's got a bot set up.
I agree with that too. I think maybe they're both not internet savvy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're both idiots.
Yeah.
But it definitely seems like the overall though, if you say this bothers me, then don't fucking tell me. Don't do it. You know, like.
So let me read the edit. Just wanted to let you guys know that I appreciate your opinions and your advice over this. She asked her brothers, and apparently they think I'm overreacting over nothing. So I guess it's just that we have different views on things. Thank you anyways. If it wasn't for your opinions, I would have probably thought that it was common and I am overreacting over nothing.
Her brothers? Who goes to their sibling and tells them about the porn they're watching? Like,
yeah, that's all right. She's losing me now.
That's what I'm saying.
She's losing me now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let me get to the edit because it just went off. Like,
also, here's the thing. Another big maybe I'm reading too far into it. Big red flag to me. If you are defensive over your porn, that's a problem. And then it's not just porn now, is it? You're being defensive over this. Right. It should just be like, I don't give a fuck. Who cares? You're right. You know, like, this is stupid.
Someone was like, she asked her brothers? What in the Alabama shit is this?
Yeah, what in the Alabama?
But yeah, like if you're getting defensive over it, then enough that you have to ask other people's opinion. Who cares? This is such a non-issue, but you made it into an issue because you decided to make it into an issue, and then by doing so, you proved that it was an issue to begin with. Like,
Right.
See, this is the message was probably a bot. Are the videos live with interaction? And that's the thing that you can
yeah.
do certain things. That I still think it's a fucking bot. I think it's a bot that he set up, but at the same time,
it's still fucking weird if it's the same person that she's like going back
true.
to. Like that's my point.
That's
I don't give a fuck if it's a bot or not.
That's 100% true. But my point is, I hope that this dude, if it's a bot, I hope this dude doesn't think that this is some type of fucking personal relationship. Like he's really honed in on this dude invited her to do something, but he didn't.
Right.
He's literally sending this out to a million fucking people.
But he honed in on it because she fucking told him that. And why did she, like this person said, why did she tell him?
I think she doesn't understand it either. She probably thinks that she's special. There's
But that's the point. Like
she's developing a relationship with this person. It's like
that's the whole point. Is why did she even tell him to begin with?
Exactly.
There was no, like, this whole conversation never needed to happen. So I can't not view her in the wrong to begin with, because why did she even bother to bring this up ever? This is so dumb.
There's so much going on here.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm with Sam though. I think it's a bot.
I mean, it probably is a bot. Yeah.
It was probably like a new, I don't know, like a new, like OnlyFans, whatever. And they're like, hey, check out my new photo set, like that kind of thing. It's people are just trying to advertise their shit and make some money during a panorama, Doesn't mean you're actually friends.
I'm reading some of their replies. Someone said, if it was a one-time message, I consider it a bot. Many porn bots, many porn performs have sent me automated messages to follow them or view their content on Twitter. The messages are usually automated. Could be. I didn't really think about it when she told me. We talked about it a while after, and she told me he sent her a message with a link telling her to follow him, so it could be, like you said, a bot for publicity. It's a bot. It's a fucking bot.
It's definitely a bot.
But this person said it's crazy to me that it would even be a question whether something like this is okay or not, and that situations like this happen in the world. Is this real? Yes, it's real, apparently. She asked her brothers in the room, and all of them, including the girl his brother's having a one-night stand with, thought I was overreacting. You're gonna take the opinion of some fucking chick that's having a one-night stand with your girlfriend's brother?
Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck?
This is a really weird. Is this what they do in like little towns? They're like, I met you in Walmart once. What's your opinion?
Right.
What is happening here? Wow. That was a lot.
Yeah, this is...
Oh, God. This person wrote another one. Need advice on whether... 6 days ago.
Oh.
So read it.
Need advice on whether it's okay to tell my ex I'm not comfortable with her working with her ex.
Working with her ex?
Okay, so...
Your ex.
It looks like it's cut off. Oh, no, it's not. That's a long one.
This is really long. I'm not going to read it. But if you're fucking posting all of this, you need to cut your losses, dude. Yeah. You need to cut your losses.
You have all these issues that are...
Wait, does that low-key mean that they're not together anymore? Is it about the same person?
No, this was 6 days ago. This most recent one was 2 days ago, wasn't it?
Yes.
So he posted the ex one first, and now he posted that.
Okay, so you're upset that she's working with her ex and that she's watching porn of some rando on Twitter.
I want to see that.
So you really just don't like your ladies in your life having any attention that isn't on you. That's really what it is.
I mean, we don't know the other story.
Yeah,
so,
I haven't read the other story.
I'm gonna read that later on. See. But the point really is that if you have to write that many stories about your girlfriend, then you shouldn't be in the relationship to begin with. These aren't, like if you don't, yeah.
We went on a roller coaster.
We did. Whee! All right. Are we ready to bring it down?
Yeah.
We are ready.
We're ready. All right. I have a submission from community member Sarah Murphy, who's written in before. So this is exciting.
And just to since I forgot to send the title to you again, the title is "Help! My mom thinks I, 21 female, am dating my friend, 22 male, because of a plushie."
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, here we go.
Okay.
Hello, I'm a fan of a comedy web series, and in February, it was announced that a limited edition plushie of one of the characters was going to be made. I didn't have the money at the time to justify buying a $30 plushie, but I thought it was cute and mentioned it to my friend that I was going to find a way to get the money to buy it for myself. My friend has been making money in penny stocks and bought it for me as a gift. However, this happened on February 11th, and when I mentioned it to my mom, she thought the plushie was a Valentine's Day gift. Now, my mom was convinced herself that my friend and I are in a secret relationship, even though I'm too busy to date anyone because of school. My friend and I are seniors in college. She thinks my friend isn't good enough for me and wants me to, quote unquote, break up this non-existent relationship. Yikes. I keep trying to convince her that we're just friends, but she isn't buying it. It gets worse. I recently told my friend about what was going on in a isn't this wild way, not mentioning what my mom actually thought of him. And he said, well, why not? Why don't we actually date?
Oh!
I was able to dodge the subject, but now I think my friend is interested in me romantically while already knowing my mom doesn't like this guy as a potential partner. My friend and I are also partnered for a major group project in one of our classes as well. So I don't want to make things awkward, but I don't want to potentially string him along or have any actions misinterpreted. I don't even get the actual plushie until it ships in June. Any advice for getting out of this mess? From Sarah Murphy. P.S. Here's a photo of the plushie. Okay, there's a picture of it. I guess we'll include that.
I'm looking at we're looking at it here.
Squirrel friends. Okay, well, I could have told you from jump that he was probably interested in you because he sent you the plushie to begin with. But that's neither here nor there.
I'm sorry. I laughed because I'm staring at this plushie's face. I'm staring at this picture, and
yeah,
then
the plushie.
I
don't get the context because I don't know what the web series is.
Well,
it's just
I was laughing because like I looked up and I was like, "Dan, this is $30."
We should make plushies for everyone's sex here.
Oh, little dumpster plushies.
Yeah, well, yeah. Sam has to have a little knife in her hand.
Wow.
Oh, my favorite.
We'll look like the Among Us characters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Well, I agree that if you're busy with schoolwork and, you have your priorities laid out in front of you, dating anyone is probably not the best idea right now. That being said, that is offensive that your mother would say something like that because it's classist. It just is what it is. It's fucking classist. But I know that Sarah's young because I know that she's young.
Well, she also said her age. She said,
right.
Yeah.
I think she's like she's of college age, right?
21.
So
yeah.
it's like anyone that you're dating, like, why is your mother thinking you're gonna get wifed up to them? Like you're 21 or 22. Like it's not that serious.
So,
we don't need to bring socioeconomics into this. It's like wild.
The parents overstepping their bounds and be like, "Oh man, you're dating this person," and then just not listening. That's not a fight you're going to win anyway. Like they've already made up their mind. So who gives a fuck at this point? It can just be like, it might as well just be like a simple like, okay, mom, I get it, cool, but we're not dating. And you're just going to keep repeating that, and that's just going to be your life with your parents forever. But with this dude, I think you either have the option of being 100% forthcoming and just be like, oh, well, I'm just not interested in you that way. And yeah, it might suck. It might cause a weird little rift or whatever. He might pull away.
Well, AJ, as women, when we turn men down, we have to worry about them killing us. So
well, there's
that.
Well, I was going to say, if you want to go for the less confrontational method, you pull out the old, well, I'm actually seeing somebody card, and it's an internet boyfriend or some shit. You're like, yeah, it's somebody I met.
And then you'll know that if they respect you as a person at all, because if they'll go,
say, okay,
then that means they only see you as respectable in terms of your relationship with another man. Yeah, so you can just dump them. They're toxic.
Yeah, you kind of like, I got this long distance thing going on with fucking Kyle Jefferstein. Done.
Yeah, so you'll find out a lot about that person if you say,
Because I mean, like, I mean, it depends on how much you really share with this person. You know, like if you can just be like, oh yeah, you know, if you don't, I'm okay. Speaking as a fucking white ass dude, yeah, my overall thing would be to just be like, yeah, I'm not interested. But I understand, you know, the perspective of being a woman and not being a white ass dude and being like, no, I'm not interested. You know, so I understand wanting to be a little more cautious. Because normally I'm always pro just fucking speak the truth and be done with it. Fucking this is stupid. But I understand the circumstances here.
Yeah.
Of, you know, being a woman. So I get that can't always be the case. So you could always just simply pull the, you know, I am, you know, I got a thing going on with somebody else, or there's somebody else I am sure, whatever. And just hopefully they just leave it alone. And like Sue said, if they don't, then you really get some information about them.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of information. I'm not saying that that's the way to go, but I'm saying it's an option. Like if you say, "Hey, I have a boyfriend," and then they back off.
Sam, what do you do?
You're gonna learn a lot.
What do I do?
Yeah.
I drop out of college and move across the country.
Yeah, same. I'm like
and avoid the situation altogether.
I'm done with this. Bye.
I
change my name.
I renovate a van and become an Instagram photographer and cross the country.
I start new.
Just to avoid ever speaking to them again.
You guys are the worst.
It's so hard for me to give advice on this, only because like there are so many fucking different things that can happen. I
need more context.
I would love to be able to say, just be honest and say, like, I just really enjoy, you know, the friendship that we have. I don't want to ruin that in any way. Like, I like the way things are. The thing is, Sarah said that they're also partnered in a huge group project for their class, and they don't want to make things.
We have to worry about, is he going to do his side of the work?
Exactly.
Tantrum?
Exactly. So there's so many things that are coming through this. I don't want to string him along or have my actions misinterpreted.
I think you need to say that. I think those are the words to say to him.
That's exactly it. Like I am not I'm not interested in that way, and I don't want this to really affect, like, you know, our current relationship that we have. I would love for it to be that simple, and hopefully it is that simple.
Hopefully
it is that simple.
So I'm also curious. I mean, like, again, there's the whole, you know, your own sixth sense or whatever on this person. Like, if because you say that you don't want to, you know, you don't want to make things awkward. Now, if your only fear, like your only sixth sense fear, is that it's going to be awkward and that you don't have like a lingering, like, oh, he's going to kill me, then honestly, I would just go for the make it awkward situation. You know, like. Because you can't avoid every awkward situation in life. You can't avoid. Shit's gonna get awkward. If that's the only thing you're genuinely worried about, and we're not trying to. Also, hopefully, we're not trying to put it in your head that he's gonna kill you. So that was 100% Sushie over here.
It would be irresponsible of me to say that that's not a fucking thing.
I know. I'm just saying, but like that was definitely a Sushie thing. Just putting that in there.
A lot of men that claim that they're nice guys do a lot of killing.
Well, we don't know if this guy claimed he's a nice guy. We don't know anything about this guy, so we don't know if he's claimed he's a nice guy.
Because he bought her a plushie, I'm going to go ahead and say he self-describes himself as a nice guy. I'm going to go out on a limb.
That one I could agree with, actually, because there's something about that, about there's like, oh, I got you this gift.
I got you this gift, now suck my dick, right?
Oh my God.
I got you this gift, and you want to give me a gift.
You know, that's just me being 34 and, you know, cantankerous and having no faith in humanity. So, I don't know, how far do you want me? How much advice do you need, Sarah Murphy? Like, how deep do you want me to go? We might need to, like, follow up, because I could talk at length of this subject, but I don't know if it's, like, you want the comedy answer or the real... How, you know, where do we go with this?
I mean, like I said, I think the biggest thing is reading the situation based off your own knowledge of this person. Going with that sixth sense that you have of, are you just worried about it being awkward? If you're just worried about it being awkward, sometimes shit's gonna get awkward, and you just have to be honest with people. Because what's more awkward? You said, like, what's more awkward? You telling this dude, hey, you know, I'm not interested in you. and yeah, maybe he's a little embarrassed or maybe he's a little whatever, and that's the thing you have to deal with. Or him constantly fucking pining after you now, and you knowing this, and now you have this lingering bullshit where now you're trying to avoid him because you're trying to avoid this conversation. That's what I think you should honestly be weighing. Be going, do I want to avoid him entirely, or do I want to have the hopes that maybe we can just have a fucking normalized conversation? Because as many horror stories and shit as we hear, there are plenty of times where a dude is interested in a girl and she's just like, hey, I'm not into you, and they remain friends and whatever. That shit happens. That happens in the real world too. And I do think that there is a level of like, sometimes like, yes, the bad shit happens too, but I think we can't let ourselves get so roped into that where now this is unraveled so far. It's like, okay, more or less you're worried about it being an awkward situation. You're worried about this group project. Like, let's keep it in that realm for this situation. Like,
I say ghost him and get a new major.
Yeah. I say start a life-changing name, move to a different country. This diploma didn't work out. You get a new one. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, ignoring these two idiots, that's my advice. So, the group thing sucks. But again, this is somebody's college major. Again, hopefully he wouldn't fucking try to tank his own shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to come about this as fucking logically as possible, given the situation you're in. You're both seniors in college. You're almost there. You're almost fucking done. Like this dude's not going to jeopardize a group project over a fucking. I don't see it. I mean, like, yeah, we all know there's these stories out there, but again, from what you've said with the information you've given, I don't see it going that route. Now, if there's more and you want to tell us more, by all means, hit us up. Write another email. We'll
if it's face value, like AJ is saying, then yeah, just be like, oh, I'm just doing me right now. I'm not like, whatever it is. Maybe you don't date.
You use COVID if you have to. Fucking, honestly, I'm just so worried. Yeah, like right now, like I'm just trying to keep things.
Humans have cooties. I'm trying to avoid the cooties.
Yeah, like I can't right now. It's already, this is a thing, so.
Right.
It's already enough stress.
Maybe you do. Maybe you like this person. I don't fucking know. I'm a worst case scenario person, like AJ said. So like, I'm thinking this person's going to chop you up into little pieces. Maybe you like this person and then you're worried about what your mom said. And I would say, heck what your mom said, because that's fucking offensive. And if you are interested in this person, that's fine. You have something in common. You're in the same major. You're in the same college. Like that's really how you meet your partners, honestly. Like a lot of people meet like in their workplace or in school or whatever. You don't have to worry about getting married. If you like this person and you want to date them, maybe in the future, that's up to you. And what your mom said was offensive, and you can clip this shit and send it to her. And I said what I said. Yeah,
because I was just rereading it because I did see like, he's interested in you, or he might be interested in you romantically, but you dodged the question. But you did specifically say that my mom doesn't like the guy as my potential partner. You didn't really say you don't like him, so that is a thing, and nobody's judging if you do. So like, if that's the case, and there is a part, and we're like, or even if you're just curious, what you are allowed to go on a curious date,
right?
And then
give someone a chance. No one's saying you have to get married to this person.
Yeah, you're allowed. Yeah, exactly. You're allowed to go on a curious date, see how it goes, and then and then you can be like, you know what? I just kind of, I don't know, but maybe it works out.
And then if your mom is being a bitch, you're like, Mom, stop being a bitch.
Yeah, ultimately, a big, and like if you were listening to anything we were saying in any episode ever, like, don't fucking let your parents control you past a certain point. Like they raised you listen to them fucking when you're a kid, but you are a 21-year-old woman who is fucking a senior in college. Right. Like you can date. You're a senior in college. You can date who the fuck you want to date. That's the whole point of college.
If you want to consider it.
Yeah. So that's definitely an option. If you don't feel that way, cool. But if you do, if you have the itch, you just want to try a date, fucking go for it. At the end of the day, your mom's opinion in your fucking relationship does not matter.
Doesn't matter.
So.
Yeah.
Hopefully we
covered all bases. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Like he might try to chop you up in little pieces. Who knows? Or maybe he's super cool and maybe you should go to Applebee's with him. I don't fucking know.
But don't do that. We're in a pandemic. We'll
don't,
judge you.
Don't do that, but like, get your vaccine.
Get takeout Applebee's and eat it in the parking lot together.
Yeah.
That'd be like a fun little first date. Oh my God, are we making the first date for
that? If we're talking about what your mom said, offensive.
Yeah. Your mom's the real villain in the story. Currently.
For this particular instance, I would say unwarranted, uncalled for, not nice. And like this person's in college and she's in a serious major, like she's in STEM. So it's like it's not like, liberal arts or, it's the person's doing something with their lives. It's super fucking offensive to say something like that. They're not good enough for you. They're trying to do something with their life, You got to get on the ground floor. It's like an investment.
That's when they hit they're not good enough for you. You hit them back with I got your DNA. Anything is good enough for me.
Anything possible. Butterfly in the sky. You with situations like this person might go to med school, whatever. You got to get in on the ground floor early. You don't want to wait until he's postdoctorate and he's like doing rounds. Then he's not going to give you the time of fucking day because he's going to go, wherever. And then all these bitches are throwing them. So you got to get in early. So I don't know, Sarah. I need more context.
Speaking of get in early, I guess I'm going to tell you as soon as we're done recording. So hopefully we answered your question. Hopefully that helps. If you have more to it, by all means, let us know.
Yeah, if we're missing something, let me know. I don't know.
Yeah, shoot it. Thank you for sending that. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Yeah. I can't stop. I got this plushie on both monitors right now. It's just staring into our soul. But yeah. So hopefully that answered your questions. Hopefully you guys like this slightly new format, which is really the only difference is we just had 2 less stories today.
What is that? Is that a sword or a book?
When I first saw it from a distance, I thought he was holding like a little oil can, but I see that it's not. Now that it's all bigger, I have no idea what it is. He is.
Sarah, what the fuck is that?
Enemy. It says enemy Benry.
It says name right there.
Yeah, and his name is Benry.
Is that a book? Is that a tablet? What is that? Is it an Apple Watch? What's going on?
I don't know. Yeah.
What is that?
It's touch. You gotta let us know.
I think it's a little tablet and his name runs off. Okay. We're getting so far.
I actually don't know how to close this tab now.
Well, I'm not. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, fucking things up while we're recording over here.
Well.
Full screen things and causing all sorts of problems.
You know what? At least I'm not sitting with both of my feet on a stool and pretending like it spins.
Wow. Sometimes I get antsy because I'm fucking sitting on a stool, all right? I'm not sitting in a good chair.
You chose that life.
What's that?
You chose that life.
I didn't choose this life.
You chose the stool life.
Where else did I sit in?
I don't know.
Exactly.
You chose to sit there.
It's either that or I stand, but then we have to raise the desk, and then she's too little, and there's a whole issue. Okay, listen.
True.
There's a reason for the madness. All right, there's a method to the madness.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, hopefully you guys like this new format. It's a little bit shorter, but not. I think these are the perfect length.
Yeah.
Looking at the time code, I think this is the perfect length. So hopefully you guys like this. Like I said, we're all still reading stories. We're just doing whoever reads the mini-sodes just doesn't read the stories on Wednesday. It's cool. And they don't balloon up to 2 hours long. So
yeah, and AJ still gets to participate.
Exactly. But I mean, I'm still going to be reading a story next week. It's not even like, next week it's going to be, whose minisode is it next week? Sam's?
Mine.
Yeah, so next week, Sam will read a minisode.
I think it's Sam, yeah.
Yeah. Sam will read a minisode, and then she won't be on the full episode. She won't read on the full episode. Yeah. But she'll be here.
Yeah.
She'll be here. Yeah. We can't get rid of her. Yeah. She's always here.
Yeah. I kind of started this.
Oh, fuck off. So, yeah, I guess we'll catch you guys Monday. Next. My days are all thrown off.
Yeah, I know.
Our recording days are all like, this is a totally different day for us.
Yeah,
So
we had a bad week.
Been a crazy week. So,
well, it wasn't a bad week. I had to get vaccinated.
It's been a busy week.
That's it. That's been a busy week. Yeah.
So we'll catch you guys next week. for more stories. Hopefully, you guys got some submissions. Let us know. We'll see you then. Goodbye.
Bye.